I'm Hank from Free Podcast Tools. Recently, I was catching up on my podcasts that I listen to, and I am subscribed to Podcasting 2.0 on a Podcasting 2.0 compliant app, Podcast Addict. And I happened to hear Adam Curry and his co-host Dave Jones discussing the potential future of the Tascam Mixcast 4. So I'm going to play a little snippet of what was said, and then we'll come back, and then I'm going to give you my 2 cents.
So I'm not quite sure what it'll be called, but it'll either be a Mixcast 5 or Mixcast 4 Mark II or whatever. He says, we intend to fully implement everything you suggested.
Well. That is interesting. So if you don't know who Adam Curry is, Adam used to be an MTV VJ, and he is a co-creator of podcasting. Yes, he is one of the 2 people that brought podcasting into existence. So anybody that follows podcasts about podcasting knows who Adam Curry is. And therefore, when he had some issues with the Tascam Mixcast 4, he was able to get on the phone with someone pretty high up in Tascam. And as you heard in that snippet, it looks like there could be a Mixcast 5 or a Mixcast 4 version 2 en route this year, 2022. Not sure if this information was supposed to be out there, but the podcast is listened to by, I'm sure, thousands and thousands of podcasters out there who are all following the Podcasting 2.0 initiative. So it is pretty much in the public domain now. So I have a couple of questions that I wanted to discuss, and I want to get your thoughts on in the comments down below. First, the one I asked myself instantly, what about all of us who have spent $600 on the device? That one to me is a little bit frustrating because you don't expect another iteration of a product to happen so soon. You always know that the potential is there, but you usually get at least 3 years or more before somebody's re-upping on making a newer version of their device, just because the people who bought early on always feel slighted. And I think I would feel slighted if the device is formatted any way, shape, or form differently. I guess another way to look at it is, could it be possible that just versions that are coming out later this year would have newer firmware on them already, maybe coinciding with a launch of not this February firmware update, but a later firmware update, and then it's already on the device? Could that be potentially how they do it, and then the rest of us just have to go get the firmware update? It's possible, but given the conversation on the show, it seems more likely that the device could have features, physical features even, potentially, that don't exist on the Mixcast 4. I don't know. We will have to wait and see on that. And the second question I have is, what does this do to their sales? With this information getting out there like it has, what does it do for people who are on the fence about buying one right now? Do they all hold off? I think Tascam is going to have to come forward and kind of clarify all of this, because otherwise it could really put a damper on first and second quarter sales of the Mixcast 4 once people start to hear that there's potentially a new device in the chute getting ready to be revealed later this year. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and please subscribe to the channel as I continue to monitor any information I can uncover on this possible new device that is en route. But what do you say? Would you feel slighted if you spent $600 plus tax and shipping if there's a new device and it functions differently than the current Mixcast 4? And what do you think this will do to their sales as this information begins to be dispersed throughout the podcast industry? I'd love to hear your thoughts and your take on it, and any other questions you have about it. For future updates on the Mixcast 4 and other podcast hardware, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.